What's going on, guys? This is Joe Young coming at you an update video on the 60P. I finally was able to tear down the tank completely, wiped it, let it sit for about a day or so, so it's pretty dry, pretty clean as far as I can get it. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start adding some additives on the bottom layer and then adding some substrate and going ahead and scaping this tank. Alright, so these are the additives I use for my 88 tank setups mainly. It just helps promote long growth of your planet tank as you kind of deplete a lot of the elements and nutrients from your soil, and this will help kind of sustain that for long term. Alright, and then a little something different this time. I'm going to be using power sand. This is from ADA. I like to use this type of, I guess, bottom substrate. It's similar to like kind of like lava rock or like Eco Complete, but it's a little bit bigger. It's porous. It helps with beneficial bacteria. It helps with any plants that are kind of like driven through the roots. And since this is going to be my Eriocaulon plant, this is really beneficial for those types of plants. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start topping this off with ADA soil. This time around, I actually ended up using a different type of ADA soil. This is the Malaya soil. The only difference is this is from more of Asia, and also the pebble sizes are slightly smaller and it's more red versus being black. Now I chose this type of soil versus the Amazonian based on the rock that I'm going to be using this. I wanted to kind of bring out the black in my rocks, so I didn't want the substrate to be black and then the rocks to be black as well. So right now I'm still trying to debate on how I would like to slope, I guess, the substrate. I'll probably play around with it. I normally do kind of like an angle slope on the sides here or whatever to kind of get that depth of field where it's kind of like lifted up a little bit. But I kind of want to see if I can do a double slope and see if this would work somehow. But right now I can't really picture it with the rocks that I'm going to use. I'm going to be using, so I may end up doing just a slope on this side downwards, or just a double slope kind of leading up like that. So we'll see how this plays out. So the stone choice that I'm going to be using is the montane stones. Now normally I would just kind of like figure this out, but because I couldn't figure out what kind of layout I want to do, I wanted to freestyle a little bit to figure out if I want to use this double slope. And right now I already can kind of see that the double slope is not going to work because this slope is kind of taken away from this rock. But I'm going to see if we can try to make it work.
The truth is so hard to find. With all the things that's going on, I lost track, I felt so strong. I got you on my mind, but something's been done wrong. Sometimes I've been thinking of what to make of me and my memories. Sometimes I've been thinking of, dreaming of what it could have been besides memories. 'Cause I still need you.
Alright guys, and this is the final scape that I came up with today. I may end up changing some things around the next couple of days here, so I'm going to let this sit for a while before I actually start putting plants in. I kind of have to plan out where I want to put my Japan Shingas, most likely along this here. I'm not sure if I want to put them in between here because eventually when they grow, it's going to kind of cover up the rocks. So I'm going to see if I want to kind of maybe put one here, here, and here, and see what happens from there. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoy this update on the tank. Until next time guys, peace.